starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello! You alright?
Yeah, not so bad. Nice of you to join me. 2 seconds as I start the intro.
Well, I like to be on time.
Welcome to Movie Chats, ladies and gents. Hope you've all had a good week and good Easter and looking forward to getting back to some sort of normality after a long weekend. Stevie, how was your week?
Hey, I've been busy, mate, to be fair. I've been at work, so yeah, it's been a busy one. It was a nice weekend. It weren't too bad. I popped a couple of car boots. I didn't get a lot, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was nice. How about you?
Yeah, not bad. Like I say, busy weekend. Got to a couple of car boots. Shared some of my pickups already on that when we went to church.
You just couldn't wait, could you?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't wait at all. Let's say hello. Hi, Joanne. Hey, Belle. Hey, Knob. Hi, Dave. Oh, Mr. Money Mental's in.
That turned up, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah. So, hope everything's okay. I believe you're coming up to see us on the weekend of the 6th of May.
Yeah, it's all booked off and I'm ready to go.
Good stuff. You've got the toy room.
Like to get the reservation in there before Andrew did, really.
Yeah, so that should be a good day. Right. Shall we? I was going to say something to you then, but I forgot what.
What was you going to say? Come on, Steve. What was it? Tell me.
I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say to you now. Oh,
you think
Andrew. Chris's comments threw me, Disco Steve Sparkle, but I was laughing before when he said that on his live stream because I completely forgot about that. And then I realized
see how long it took you to remember it.
Yeah, but then I realized I was wearing my Star Trek Discovery t-shirt. It's got disco written on the front, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was like, no way he bought a t-shirt that says disco on it. And then you put that on and yeah, thank God for that.
Right, okay. I tell you what then. Shall we jump into the year review?
Yeah, can I?
Okay, so the year that we're reviewing this week is 1998. Oh, I hope it is, because that's what I've done. Yeah, so looking at this, mate, I've got a top 5, but then I've also got about 9-10 mentions here of films.
Hey, what is this? Total Forgotten Films. What's this all about?
Sorry, let's have a look. Did you hear about Josh, aka Film Flickerman? No, not at all. Hey, by the way, thanks for joining us. Yeah, welcome to the stream.
Don't know who they are, and I couldn't give 2 flying fucks, to be fair.
Josh, that is, by the way, not you. Yeah. No, I don't know. The internet's just full of people like that. Chris had one on his stream, didn't he? In comments that he put on. Yeah. So the year that we've got is 1998. So I'm not going to lie to you, Steve. I've got my top 5, but then I've also got about 10 mentions here that could have made me top 5 easily.
Mate, it was such a big year, wasn't it?
And then I've got films here that I can't remember watching, but surely I did watch them.
Oh, is it like that? Is it? You're not even sure you've watched it?
Yeah. Christ. Right, do you want to go with your top 5 then, mate? Let's see what you've got.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll go with the top 5. So I'll go with. I'll go with 54 first. Sorry, 5th. So I'll go with 54. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's obviously about the club. 54, brilliant. City of Angels. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to. Lock, Stock.
Yeah.
The Truman Show.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna have to go with What Dreams May Come as my top one. But there is so many more. I mean, I could have had 10, which is Blade, The Wedding Singer, Something About Mary, Patch Adams, and Armageddon.
So I've gone with The Truman Show.
Yeah.
Meet Joe Black, What Dreams May Come, Lock, Stock, and Sphere.
Hey, Rich.
Sphere. Sphere, yeah. Do you know where they go
underwater? Sphere.
No, Sphere. And then my mentions have got City of Angels, Armageddon, The Negotiator, U.S. Marshals, The Big Lebowski, Soldier, Blade, Desperate Measures.
I mean, Blade is just... It really kicked off a lot of the franchises, didn't it?
Well, that's why I was laughing so much when they were going on about the Black Panther being like first.
Oh yeah.
And everyone forgot Blade. He practically started the most recent thing.
Totally Forgotten Films is a troll, by the way.
All right, okay.
Fair enough.
Welcome to the stream anyway, guys.
Yeah, welcome, guys.
Welcome. It's all we used to be. So, what your top highest grossing films of 1998?
I mean, the top highest grossing films, I'm going to say Armageddon's up there.
Yeah, number 2.
Rush Hour?
No.
Blade?
No. Lock, Stock is a brilliant film, Chris.
I was going to say, Lock, Stock, I would have said that was up there, but I don't think at that point it was that big a film.
No.
Okay, Saving Private Ryan.
At number 3.
The Thin Red Line.
No, but that's an awesome war film. If anyone's looking for a war film that sort of dictates war and the way this, watch The Thin Red Line. It's absolutely brilliant.
Go on. What's the other ones?
Number 4 was Something About Mary.
That was a cracking film, that.
Yeah. And number 1 was Titanic.
Because it went over the 2 years. They're robbed again. I was going to say there's no way on God's green earth I missed Titanic. We watched that again the other night. It was on TV, so we watched it, all 3 hours of it.
I tell you what, we watched on Easter Sunday, we watched Titanic 666.
Right.
And that was okay. That's more Chris Hayden's type of film, shall we say? Highest
well, don't forget, we watched Titanic 2. So a film that I didn't even know I owned.
Steve, you've probably got thousands of films there that you don't know you own.
We watched it on, I think we watched it on YouTube, like on a stream, and then I realised that it was a slightly different name, but I realised I had the same film on a DVD.
Well, I was in Cash Generators before, and I was picking up a Blu-ray, and he said, "Oh, by the way, these are £5 for £1." And I didn't really want 5. I was just going to pick 4 random ones and just post you them anyway, just so I spent me quid. But I just ended up with 1 there. I didn't want to contribute to having duplicates.
Oh, all right. I see. How's your toys these days? Any good ones there, Steve?
How to describe a film?
You couldn't even
It's a Chris Hayden type of film. Yeah, it's a Chris Hayden film. He would have loved it.
It's a Hayden.
Yeah. highest grossing actors of 1998.
Tom Hanks has got to be up there.
No.
Robin Williams.
Number one, his films that contributed to him being the number one highest earner of that year was Good Will Hunting, Patch Adams, The Birdcage, Flubber, Jack, What Dreams May Come, and Father's Day.
So he's a bit of a Swizz, this, because they're all amalgamated as the one from different years.
Yeah. Andrew's got number 4. He's got Bruce Willis.
Ah. Hey, Joan. So go on. Who was the rest of them then?
John Travolta.
Mm.
He was at number 2 for Face Off, Phenomenon, Michael, Broken Arrow, Civil Action, and Primary Colours.
You had to get your face off in there, didn't you? You had to, didn't you?
Yeah. And the other one was just Partner in Crime. It was Nicolas Cage. And that was for The Rock, Face Off, Connor, City of Angels, and Snake Eyes. Now, I actually enjoy Snake Eyes. I think that's a good film.
Yeah, I do. I think it was on this year as well, though. It was on 98, I think. It might have been 98.
Yeah, I actually enjoy Snake Eyes. City of Angels, I love City of Angels. I made Lana watch it when we first got together, and she absolutely hated it. She thought it was awful.
No, I had the same with Lou. She had she hadn't seen it up until that point.
Mm. Yeah, and like I say, that one there, What Dreams May Come, we reviewed that a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? What Dreams May Come.
Yeah.
That was a great one. Best director.
Spielberg.
For
Saving Private Ryan.
That's the one.
Yeah, easy. That's an easy win. That is.
That up.
No. It's one of the biggest films of the year.
Yeah, it's one of the. I can't remember City of Angels.
Well, I'll see if I've got a copy that you can buy, Andrew, because you like to do that.
I've watched so many films. I have a collection of over 5,000. Yeah, you sound like this man here. Forgotten films. You sound like Steve. He's got
all of them.
Saying that you were showing up last week with Lisa's collection.
Oh man, she's got some collection, hasn't she?
Have you seen her weekly blog that she's done?
I haven't seen it this week. I watched after you mentioned that she was coming on. I watched a few of them.
Have a look at this week's weekly blog. Oh, and that reminds me, she never even mentioned us. We were the highlight of her week.
Oh, bless her.
You have a weekly blog and forget that you came on here. But she shows you the whole collection. Mate, it's amazing. Shadows in Sonic 2. Shadow's going to be the bad guy for Sonic 3. Knuckles is in Sonic 2, if I remember correctly. But they've just announced Sonic 3 and Shadow's the black hedgehog, and he's going to be in.
Yeah.
He's going to be the bad guy for that. City of Angels is amazing. Yeah, it's a great film. Rich. It's okay. I've got a Cody player. Don't need to buy it. Yeah. Did I miss a lady guest? Yes, you did. Retro Girls UK, Andrew. That reminds me, we are got a special guest next week, but I'll go into that a bit more detail later on.
Cool.
Okay, so Steven Spielberg for Saving Private Ryan. Now, do you prefer Saving Private Ryan or do you prefer Band of Brothers?
Well, I'm going to have to say Band of Brothers because I've never seen Saving Private Ryan.
Ladies and gents, I'm looking for a new co-host for the show.
Just never got around to it. I've had it for years. I've never got around to it. But Band of Brothers is a long-ass film, essentially, isn't it? It's brilliant.
Yeah. It's awesome, Band of Brothers. 1998, looking at our list, was an absolutely superb year for film.
Chris has just fell off the chair.
What's that? Andrew, you've missed a lady guest yet. Fuck's sake, why does no one tell? Andrew, we told you that we were having guests on. It's been advertised all week on the thumbnail that we were having a special guest.
Oh, see, I'm now getting ripped by Andrew and Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat.
Evening, Pat. Thank you for joining us, dear.
I just never got round to it. That's all. It's not that I don't have it. I do have it.
Oh God, yeah. So it's some awesome films in 1998. Should we go to homework then, mate?
Yeah, can do.
Shaving Rights Privates.
Hazy.
It's jokes like that got you into trouble, Chris.
Yeah. Stay away from our subscribers.
Right, so the homework movie this week, and the wheel threw up another blinding film, The Running Man. It's Arnie Schwarzenegger, cop, helicopter pilot that gets accused of or framed for killing civilians, and it wasn't him, and he escapes from prison and he ends up on a game show. Now, it's an outstanding film for its time. I believe they are thinking about remaking it, and I hope they don't. There's so many films that there's talk about them doing that with.
We did that with a few. I was trying to think what the other one was they did that with. Oh, what was it? I was just thinking there was another one that they did a remake of. I think it was an Arnie film they did. Yes, that's the one. Total Recall, yeah.
And he absolutely murdered it.
Mm.
No, I like Colin Farrell as an actor, but Total Recall, they should never have done it. And they're talking about doing it again with The Running Man. And apparently Dwayne Johnson's going to play Schwarzenegger's character. I don't know. Anyway, it's an absolutely brilliant film. I think the concept of it is great. You send all your bad guys down in, and they get chased by these characters, and it's pretty much murder on the screen, isn't it?
It's a bit like Death. It's like Death Race, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your death penalty.
Or Gamer.
Yeah, so it's your death penalty being publicised across national TV.
Yeah.
So, obviously you've got like Jesse Ventura and people like that being in there, as well as your retired chasers. Did you enjoy the film?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's I'd not seen it in a while, but it's like you say, you pretty much summed it all up there. To be honest, I think it still holds up today. To be fair,
yeah.
But it's just a classic. It is a classic film. Did he mention Death Race? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dave. It's like that sort of concept. They're sort of put in front of the public, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Gruesome deaths, and as Gamer was saying, if I remember rightly.
I did like the twist to it. Like I said, I haven't seen it for a while, and I got to see it. I've got it on DVD. I keep pointing up there, but I've moved them all out. They're over there. I've got it on DVD, and I did have to get around to watching it again. And I did love the twist about the two winners that didn't really win. They were just found in the lot. It's the little bits like that you watch that you forget. It's just like when he turns to Gillian and he says to Gillian, I'll be back. And he says, only in reruns and stuff like that. And it's like, that's absolutely brilliant. And you don't get one-liners like that in films anymore and stuff like that. And I just pray to God they don't remake the film.
It's inevitable, mate. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
I'm just not looking forward to him doing Back to the Future.
And I'm also pleased that we haven't actually had a piss-poor sequel to that.
Yeah. Although there's probably some B movie somewhere.
Chris, is there a B movie of Running Man 2 anywhere?
Well, if he's not got Tom Hanks in, he doesn't know.
Don't forget, if you want to buy your DVDs from the official Movie Chat supplier. For guys that are new to the channel, later on, or what we used to do is that we used to have a guest on, and they used to recommend a film for us during chats. and that's what we picked as the homework movie. Andrew only picked what he was selling in his eBay store because he knew he'd get the sale.
Yeah, funnily enough, he had a copy of it, didn't he? It was available.
Yeah, he was a bit annoyed that we never told him it was the Running Man before. Yeah, so I absolutely love the film. I think Arnie's superb. I think they got the chasers right through the film. I love Sub-Zero, the ice hockey Japanese man. I thought that was a great character. Like I say, Buzzsaw was just funny throughout. Yeah, I just love the film. I just love the film. I'm so glad I put it on the wheel now. I have noticed that you've not put any of your recommendations on the wheel, Steve. You've not sent me any.
What, mine?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I thought we were doing it off the chat.
Well, we had to fill the wheel with something.
Oh, so, I might have a few movies that I can find.
It was me, Lana, Shabba, and a couple of the people in the chat asked for films.
You like a good musical, don't you?
I love a good musical. I love a good musical as much as I like having rectum examinations. I don't know. Right. Anyway, right. So, so homework was that was homework, right? So let me share the wheel now, and we'll. You throw me completely off the game here, Steve. Where are we? Homework wheel. There we go.
Can you see a difference with this this camera, by the way?
I can see all your imperfections, mate.
That's fine. That's fine. That's all I needed to know, because obviously I got this the other week and I've not really asked for any feedback on it.
I'd send it back and get a refund. Right.
Oh, hey, later it. Lana said you bought a musical today, Steve.
I haven't bought a musical today. Oh, I did buy a musical today. You can class it as a musical. I'll show you in a minute. Are you ready?
Yeah. Hey, Kathy. Oh, bless you.
That's perfect timing, that.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's absolutely perfect timing. Right.
Well, thanks, Ashley. I appreciate that.
Let's get the homework wheel up. There we go, the year wheel. You ready?
'83, God's sake.
1983.
1983.
Right, okay. So we have Top Gun and 1983 as our homework and year for next week.
Oh, that's all right.
I've got a copy of Top Gun I can sell. I've been waiting. Well, yeah, there you go. Has the remake been taught? Yes, it has. Jedi. Right. There we go. Right. Let's move on to movie news.
Hey, David.
There's something there that Ashley's just hit on that I want to talk about. So, movies like, well, sorry, Disney.
There she is, Retro Girls.
Hello, Lisa. Hello, Michelle. Disney and Marvel, in particular, make about 5 or 6 different products and shows all at the same time.
Yeah.
And this is why some of it links together and some of it doesn't when they move stuff around. Now, Doctor Strange is currently going through a series of reshoots at the moment because of what's happening in Moon Knight and what's happened elsewhere. Some of the scenes are no longer... Yeah, some of the scenes are no longer relevant.
Trailer, didn't they?
Sorry?
Didn't they just drop the final trailer?
Yeah, but some of the scenes are no longer relevant and some of them don't make sense because they've moved different shows around.
Oh, okay.
this is why shows like the Eternals and stuff like that, films like the Eternals, didn't make any sense to anybody because it was meant to be a standalone film and it sort of dropped out of view and everyone forgot what was going on with it. So yeah, apparently Doctor Strange is going through a series of reshoots at the moment. However, it's still got a release date of next month. So Benedict Cumberbatch might be a bit worried. He might not actually be in the film come the final version when it goes live in May. So
I don't know.
Yeah, apparently it's going through quite a lot of reshoots at the moment. Speaking of Marvel, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is the second one to Into the Spider-Verse, that's been delayed by 8 months. That's getting pushed back to June 2023. So that was meant to have been out in December, November, October time, wasn't it? But it's getting pushed right back. So I don't know what's gone on with that, but that was announced this week.
No way.
Rust. Do you remember the film Alec Baldwin shot the producer?
Yeah, the one he's just been. There's something in the news about it yesterday.
Maximum fine they've been given for accidental death of a cast member of a production crew member. It was only 194,000.
Bloody hell!
That was what they got fined for that.
Bloody hell!
I am not single-minded, Kathy. I am not. I briefly spoke about it. That's it. And the big news this week is obviously what's happening with Netflix.
Oh yeah, they've lost subscribers, haven't they?
So what they did was that they lost 700,000 subscribers when they pulled out of Russia.
Did they mention like a sausage or anything?
Well, yeah. Sausage Party wasn't a big hit over there. So they lost 700,000 subscribers when they pulled out of Russia to support Ukraine. Then they lost a further 600,000 subscribers across the USA and Canada because of the price increases that they announced.
Yeah.
So they lost them. They were looking at taking on 500,000 subscribers across quarter one this year because that's what they usually do. People signing up after Christmas and everything to get films. And that never happened. So they just announced this week that they had 222 million paid subscribers. But they've also got 100 million people signing on via secondary accounts. So that's somebody giving the passwords out and signing on via a different IP address.
Yeah.
So they're missing out on 100 million people. And that's why they're talking about now stopping the password sharing. So I don't know how they're going to do that because obviously when you go onto your Netflix account, if you've got more than the people that are, it says Steve signed on via Xbox One. And
we can have 2 people logged on, can't you, on a standard basic account?
Understand? Yeah, but it'll tell you which devices you signed on for. So an Xbox and a phone, they're not going to know which IP addresses your phone's logging onto.
No.
It's a phone. No. So I did a little experiment today. So I signed onto Netflix on my phone and tried to stream it to the Xbox via screen share. But Netflix have now protected the IP, the USP, and you can't screen share now from a mobile device to another device because it's protected.
No, I didn't know that.
So it looks like you've already started, but that's the big news. But this goes back to what we were saying a couple of weeks ago, though, Steve, that are we paying too much for Netflix for what we're actually getting?
Yeah, it's just when you price of it.
Yeah, Amazon Prime's the same scenario, isn't it? You know, we've shared passwords for different things. You know,
I mean, the thing is with Amazon Prime, you've got, especially if you order stuff off their site, you're saving on the postage, so there is an additional thing. Let alone you get, I don't know, I think it's the Amazon Music, and there's a few other benefits. But with Netflix, it's literally what you see is what you get.
Yeah. Now we've gone up one from standard where we get the 4 devices.
Yeah.
Where we get the 4 devices and not the HD. We did pay for the HD because Lana's brother watches the 4K and everything else. But
Well, why in this modern times are we paying any company for HD? You were paying Sky 10, 15 years ago to have about 3 HD channels. I was saying to you when I sorted out my Virgin, and they were like, right, well, to have this in sports, to have sports in HD, it's £10 more. Well, hang on a second. Why is that even a thing? It's just bizarre. I mean, they didn't end up charging me in the end, so.
See,
But it was ridiculous.
What's Dave saying here? HDMI also has prevention methods in place. Yeah.
I mean, they did that for years with Sky, didn't they? You literally couldn't like connect to anything like tablet-wise to a TV and watch Sky Sports through it or anything.
Chris saying Sky still charges.
Yeah, so did Virgin, mate, and that's what I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Lana's saying there that her dad and her brother uses the passwords. Yeah, so it's starting already, and this is Netflix way of pulling back in the people that are paying, but people are just going to leave.
Yeah, it's going to have the opposite effect.
If it's not a Netflix original, they're bringing back old films, and the TV series that they've got, the Netflix original TV series only lasts a season, and then they can it. But they leave it. They don't leave it in a place where they can actually stop the series. They leave it on where they're expecting a second series. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to.
Oh, thanks for waking up, Cherry. I appreciate you watching.
Oh, hi, Cherry.
Yeah, this is it's just bizarre, and the thing is, like you say, with everything going up in price now, there's going to be things that are cut, and it might be that people start cutting down on the bills that they don't necessarily need.
I'm sorry. We got rid of Sky years ago. I had 2 Sky accounts. One was £110 and one was 122 a month.
Yeah.
And when we moved out of the pub and moved into our own place, they were the first 2 things to go. Was the Sky. We ended up with Now TV and stuff like that. But yeah, that was what 8 years ago that we got rid of Sky, and I can't believe they're still charging you for HD separate.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We've just got rid of Now TV Entertainment because we don't watch it.
Yeah,
we don't watch it. Netflix is going to be the next
one on your kill list.
Yeah, it's going to be the next one. We don't watch it, and whatever we do watch, I can get via that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's just I don't understand why they're not trying to get people on board. They've realised that they've lost so many accounts. Why is it they're not going to go? Well, tell you what, we'll drop it £1.
Yeah.
Or back to
I don't know why these production companies are not getting together. HBO, Paramount Max, Netflix, Amazon, and saying, let's compete with Sky and Virgin. Let's just have one big one, and then we don't put our content on them. They pay extra to show our content. And I pay for that. If I could get it all in one place, I pay for that.
Yeah, I think the free to air stuff. I mean, and that's the other thing. TV license does not need to exist, especially if you're paying a service like Sky or like Virgin. There is no reason why you should have to pay on top of it because you're already paying for a TV service. If it's going to cost you an extra 50p a month because it's part of it or whatever, then that's it, innit?
I wouldn't mind if there was anything good on Netflix at the moment.
Well, they've got that new. I started watching a new documentary last night about some. I think he's some killer or something. Diary of something or other. It came up and I was like, I watched that. But he's got like a half clown face on the picture. I forget what it's called now. But I started watching that as a 3-part documentary. But to be fair, it was a bit late last night, so I didn't really take it much notice. So I'll try and watch it again tonight, I think. But yeah, this is it. I mean, it's the same old stuff, and it goes back to my argument about why I have physical media, because at any point you can take it off there.
No, well, yeah, I know you have your physical media, and you know, I can't justify starting a collection again. When Lana started reselling, my collection was the first thing that we sold to get them up and running. It was, get eBay going, get the sales moving and stuff. I used to be walking to CEX and come out with a pile of DVDs like that and spend 15 quid. So I picked up all the 50p ones, and stuff like that. Try and find a DVD now in CEX for 50p is a pain in itself.
Wow.
But yeah, ladies and gents, that's the movie news for this week. Like I say, the big one for me is the Netflix. I used to, when I was working from home, I used to just have Netflix on all day and just have it on in the background, but I can't find anything that's worth watching.
No. No, and it'll be like one or two things a year, really. The odd Netflix official, original film, or I still say if anybody's got Netflix and they want to watch a good movie, I enjoyed that Boiling Point.
That's shit.
I enjoyed that.
That was shit.
To do that in three, I mean, that was all in one take. Granted, it was the third take they did, but it was all in one take.
Go and watch Save It Private Ryan. Go and watch that instead of that shit.
No, even Joe's saying Netflix isn't good anymore.
No.
But yeah, so I did. There's a couple of trailers. I think I did watch that Love and Thunder trailer. That was pretty cool. And then obviously I watched the trailer for the because I'd been avoiding the Doctor Strange ones because at that point I hadn't seen the Spider-Man one, Spider-Man film. So once I finally got that out of the way, I was like, right, I'll watch it now.
To answer your question here, Kathy, in a roundabout way, I got a large create your own pizza and 5 chocolate donuts.
What?
I asked a question before on Chris's chat. I'm trying to lose weight. What's good for you, pizza or cake? People were putting me to pizza and I couldn't decide, so I ended up with cake and pizza. Choose or Die on Netflix, not too bad at all. Well, is it good, is it, Chris? Choose or Die, because someone said Choose wasn't particularly too good the other day.
What's that about?
I don't know. I think it was Lana's dad that was talking about it. Oh, is it cake? Right. Yes. Apologies. I understand what you mean now. Is it cake? So is it cake on Netflix, Steve? They have 4 things. 3 of them are cake and one of them is real, and you've got to guess which one was the cake, or 3 real things and you've got to guess which one was the cake.
Really?
Yeah, we started watching it the other day, and then they go through challenges and build stuff. So I thought Kathy was talking about something else before. I apologise. Yeah, it's a competition. Yeah, and they try to make cakes that look like real things. Yeah. There you go. Andrew saying it's a typical B movie. Nothing. It's okay if nothing else was on. Yeah. Right. Pickups. So I've already shared some of mine because I went to church for the first time last weekend. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I'll be going back to that boot sale. I just didn't see the fascination in it. People were selling things what it was actually worth. It was lots of sellers there, that toy dealers trying to get rid of the personal collections and stuff like that. I did get offered some good stuff, reasonable prices, but yeah, it's not what I expected a boot sale. However, I did see what other people see in that boot sale.
Okay.
If you got there early enough, the boot sale opens to buys at 5 o'clock in the morning. So by the time that we got there at 7 o'clock, I imagine the good stuff on the cheaper stores is probably already gone. But I did manage to pick up some really good stuff. I got these in a house clearance place in Mold. Let me put myself on big screen. Now, do you remember Muscle Men, Steve?
Yeah.
We got loads of little Muscle Men.
Oh, they're cool.
So, yeah, look.
Yeah, I definitely remember them.
So I got 4 of them, 5 of them. And do you remember Battle Beasts?
I think so, yeah. Let me have a look at them.
The little figures
Yeah.
with the little holograms.
Shit, is that what they were called? Battle Beasts?
Battle Beasts. I got 2 Battle Beasts. Now, because we got other
I had
stuff,
some of them.
because we got other stuff, we practically give these for free. Now, those 2 Battle Beasts are like 12, 15 quid each.
Really? Shit, yeah, there you are. They've got Slide with Slaughter Battle Beast as well.
Yeah. I picked up a Decepticon light to go for my Transformers collection.
That's well cool.
So I've got the Autobots one already, so I picked up the Decepticon one. When we were also in Mold, we picked up Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Here you go, there's Shaun. So he's a little footstool. He was only a tenner. That goes in Lana's collection.
2 of them.
No. An R2-D2 die-cast watch.
Yeah.
So the box has been open, but the plastic inside's all still sealed. They've never been worn. And a Battle Droid one.
They're cool.
So if anyone's looking at buying these, they are on Lana's eBay store. T is for treasure. Go and check it out. I got 2 Star Wars figures. Qui-Gon and Emperor Palpatine.
They're cool. I like them.
I got myself a little Wolverine. We met Phil the Flipper from Bidding Wars.
Yeah.
So I bought Wolverine off Phil the Flipper.
That's really cool, that.
And then we move on to the Blu-rays. Like I say, I've shared...
It's getting a little bit more there, Steve, isn't it?
Well...
Have you been a naughty boy and spent a bit of money on Blu-rays this week?
So Double Impact.
Yeah.
Dread, which you already know about.
Yeah.
I picked up Gravity.
Yeah.
Wrath of the Titans in 3D.
Yeah.
And it's got a shiny sleeve.
Yeah.
Master and Commander.
Yeah.
That's a great film. I love that film. Dunkirk.
Yeah, that's a good film.
I mean, musical. Now...
the musical.
You know there's only 2 musicals I like, Steve. One is The Little Shop of Horrors. And what's the other one?
The Greatest Showman.
Ladies and gents, I will still be looking for a...
Blues Brothers.
Yeah, there's only 2 musicals I like. Little Shop of Horrors and The Blues Brothers. And when I saw this today for £1, I was like, yes, I'm picking that up. It's still sealed.
Wow, that's really cool. It's a good price.
So the woman did say to me there were 3 for £1. So I went and picked up Dunkirk and another one, and she went, "Oh, the Blu-rays, they're £1 each." So I ended up with 2 for £1
Oh, fair enough.
because she made a mistake. But like I said, the other pickups I've already shared on another video.
Yeah, that's true. So if you want to know them, check it out.
Check out the other video. Now, if you ever see these anywhere, pick them up.
Yeah, because I've not seen them for about 20, 30 years.
No.
Hey, John. I've not seen them in about 30 years, mate. It must be. They were amazing, them. I had them when I was little.
So I was absolutely made up when I saw them.
You keep finding the very small figures, don't you? Seems to be your thing.
I'm used to looking for small things, Steve.
Let's.
Mike Hunter found it. Yeah, Andrew, it was a great boot sale founding. There's 2 that Bank Holiday Monday. Founding's the first one, and then we're going to another one straight after.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, definitely need to come up for that. I love the what store is that? That's Lana's store, and it's T is for treasure. Just in case you guys want to go and check it out, there you go. Not that we're into plugs on this channel, Stevie.
No, it seems to be that way, don't it? That you're not.
Go on, Steve. What have you got?
Well, I went to Car Boots. I literally went 2 days on the trot, and they were shocking. But I picked up a couple of DVDs and some bits, so only sort of, I think 20, 50p each, something like that. I got Jane Got a Gun. Give that one a try. One of my favourite bands, Blondie Live.
Mm-hmm.
Lou was really made up that I got that film, Arachnophobia, because she hates spiders. This one I've not seen, but I like the actor in it, so I'm going to give it a go.
Michael Jai White.
Yes. This is one I'd never heard of. I think he's probably out of print anyway, but it's got Tim Curry in it, so I was buying that. She's passed away.
Okay.
So that's another one. I got the first series to give it a try of Deadwood.
Okay.
These two, I was a bit more impressed with these two, to be fair. Shall I go with this one first, which is a three movie box set of Problem Child with a lenticular cover.
Mm-hmm.
And this one of my favourite films growing up, which I haven't seen actually on DVD for a long, long time, Pagemaster.
Oh, yeah. I had the Super Nintendo game of Pagemaster.
So I got the approval of Lou when I came on with that one. From the car boot, I also picked up some key rings, so I got a little Kylo Ren.
Okay.
Deadpool. Boba Fett. So, that was pretty cool. And then this one, just because I hadn't seen one before. Fast and Furious keyring.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were my car boot pickups. So I had
Jesus.
Well, no, it won't be too long. I had this finally turn up again, which is the season 9 of The Walking Dead, because the first one that turned up last week when I ordered it was cracked at the top, so I had to send it back and get another one. Another Arrow collection of Weird Science, so I ended up picking it up in the end. Well, an Arrow film I've not seen called The Car.
Okay.
Another steelbook, Resident Evil Afterlife.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool on the back. Although I have now ordered, I think 50 or 60 covers for them. You know, the cases for them that I've got on the Transformers one.
Yeah.
I had to pick this up because it was only a couple of quid, but it's just because I liked it.
Now, I've been toying with the idea of picking up the Batman films because they're in Asda at the moment, aren't they? 2 for £10.
Well, I mean, I've got the box set anyway, but I was looking at this and it looks like there's a shitload of extras on it, and I weren't 100% sure that they were on the other one. So I think it cost me like 2-3 quid, something like that. That one, a HMV premium collection of Von Ryan's Express, which is what's it called in it? Frank Sinatra is in that. So. Not seen it, but I did fancy it for 3 quid. It Comes at Night. I wasn't sure if I had this, but this cost me 50p, so I picked it up anyway. Don't mess with his hand.
Yeah, I was looking at that today. There was one of the 5 for £1 I could have picked up.
I wasn't sure whether I had it, and I was like, I've not seen it in a while, so I'll pick it up. Again, purely for the sleeve. I think this cost me. I think it was £1, which is the Last Jedi. But it's the first order cover. It's the first order cover, so I got that one. Now this one,
it's good to mean because it's got a different sleeve to the one that you've already got.
yes.
Okay.
So, I wasn't sure. I definitely don't have this, but I love the first two, and it was an okay film, so I picked it up for a couple of quid, which is the Hellboy one.
See, I prefer the Ron Perlman.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Hmm.
I finally got around to picking up the Eternals. So that's for the Marvel collection.
You'll be picking up fucking Shang-Chi next.
I've got Shang-Chi. And then I picked up Scream, which I've watched this week. So my viewings this week have consisted of Scream, and I finally got round to watching what I picked up the other week, which was Death on the Nile. Because I watched Spider-Man, I think, at the start of the week, so I think that was just before the last show. But I watched them, and Death on the Nile, cinematically, it looks beautiful, absolutely stunning. I'm not sure it's as big a film as the first one, and it seems like it's a B-list of cast rather than the A-list that was in the first one. Scream.
See you later, Ashley.
See you later, Rossi. Thanks for coming. Scream. Have you seen any of this yet?
I've not seen the last two. The one was a prequel, one was a sequel. Is that right?
Number 4. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure I've seen this one. But obviously the thing is with Scream is that they reference sort of other scary movies and other movies, like the sort of stereotypical horrors, and they've basically done is it's very much like the first movie.
It was just like a horror movie.
Yeah, because the thing is, it starts off exactly the same.
Yeah,
starts off basically saying, "Have you seen Stab?" And it's a girl in a house that's sort of on the phone and on a house phone. Which, to be fair, they've made this film a lot more modern, but there's still house phones, which was quite funny. But yeah,
it started off about Stab, didn't it? Because that's where
there was movies made, weren't they, about it? That's
where it was a Gail Weathers. She's Monica from Friends. I can't remember the bloody actress's name now. But she was out. That was it. She was doing interviews and stuff, wasn't she, about the film that was being made?
David Arquette in this is a lot better than he was in the other films. I'll tell you that now.
Don't go in with Moonfall thinking this is going to be absolutely brilliant. The effects are superb. The storyline's okay. There is parts of it where it was poorly executed, but you'd enjoy the film. It's not the blockbuster that the trailers made it out to be, but it's still a good film. Sorry, Steve.
It's all right. I was just talking. Shabba said he enjoyed Scream 1 and 2. The rest were all terrible. Yeah, I agree with you, Shabba. That's probably why I can't remember 4, to be fair. I've not watched it in a long time. But they generally sort of put out the laws of surviving a horror movie, don't they?
Yeah.
And they've always sort of gone that route of sort of pointing out. It's like in this, he asks about, at the start of it, he's like, have you seen Stab? And they're like, no, I prefer the Babadook. And there's about 3 or 4 other films that they reel off. Obviously genuine horror films. But it's the first one that's not been done by Wes Craven. It's obviously within passing. I think it's probably just as good as the other ones. Not the original, though. The original was far better.
I agree with you there, Andrew. It is better than Don't Look Up. It is a good film, but the trailers made it look like it was absolutely superb. But it's a good film. It's not a great film.
Well, that Death on the Nile, that's like I say, that's a good movie. I was a bit deterred when I noticed that Russell Brand was in it, but he doesn't have a lot of speaking. Put it that way, speaking parts. But that was watchable. But I was saying to Lou, even though that's a Blu-ray, that's probably one of the best looking Blu-rays I've seen. The quality of the picture was stunning, and I think it's because it was probably shot in 4K.
So, I'd just like to, regarding the pickups, like I say, guys, if you have picked up anything that you want to share with us or anything like that, please feel free to come on in the next segment and show it off and stuff like that. I'll be interested to see what you guys are picking up. But we had a couple of comments on the car boot video that people would like to come to our car boots and stuff. And I'm interested to see, because obviously we watch a lot of the resellers and stuff. What you guys pick up in the movie world. Speaking of car boots, we are going to Bolton car boots and then going to Bolton Toy Fair next weekend on Sunday. So we've got an early start there, definitely an early start to get up to Bolton early on, and then we can join the queue for the Toy Fair. Our favourite toy seller is going to be there. So I'm going to go and meet up with Z and Bex again and probably spend more money than I've got, to be honest. The Toy Fair. Make sure you wave. Well, if you see me, Kathy, I'll be wearing one. I'll be either wearing my t-shirt or my hoodie. By all means, if you see me, please come and say hello. It is always nice to talk to you guys. Like I say, there was a couple talks to me at Founding on Monday. Monday, bank holiday, when we were out there about movie chats and I bought a couple of bits off them as well at the stand. It's always nice to say hello to you. I just want to say thank you as well to everybody that watched last week's live show.
Wow, tell me about it.
For some reason, last week's live show hit 731 views. I don't think we were that good last week, but yeah.
Nice one, Jerry.
So thank you for watching it, and like I say, if you are watching us and you've not hit that subscribe button yet, go and hit that subscribe button, because it does mean a lot to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so let's jump into free for all, mate, and see if we can. So I'm about to put the link in the chat. It would help if I used the right keyboard to do that. There you go.
So I wasn't going to tell you this because I was going to just send it to you, but I got you a little present this week.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I'm telling you is because I don't want you going out and getting it. So I watched your little video, with your little DVD and Blu-ray collection.
Yes.
And you was undecided on certain things. Well, I knew I could get older one, so I popped out and I picked one up for you.
Oh, you pillock. You didn't have to do that, but thank you very much.
So I'll send that down to you, but I don't want you picking it up in the meantime.
Oh,
yeah, I felt really bad that, being such a massive fan of a movie, and you sat there watching it on standard definition. You might as well be VHS.
I've got them, and I do watch them, and I just didn't know if it was worth upgrading.
Well, now you don't have to pay for it to find out, do you?
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much, Steve. Like I say, you don't have to, but thank you.
You're welcome. Well, like I say, I as soon as I saw it, I was like, I've got to pick it up, because he looked all poor and sad on there.
I
can't tell you off if I send it to you. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I look poor and sad every time I look at one of those collections and go, do you know what? But like I say, I used to have a physical media collection. It used to be about 4 bookcases long, but yeah, it was the first thing that we went with. We had to try and make short sizes down when we were moving house and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what, you've got to go.
I totally get it.
That's why I got into toys, because they're smaller, I get more on the shelves.
Yeah, I totally get it. But like I say, I saw it and I was like, right, I'm going to have to pick that up, because I remember I actually ended up watching the video back, so you got an extra view out of it just to find out if that's what it was you said. Oh, John, I've just bought him. I've just picked up the Alien Anthology for him on Blu-ray, because he did a video where he was showing his DVD collection and video collection, and he said that, I say video, a DVD collection, and he said that he didn't have it on high definition. Oh, no way.
Do any of you know any of the Alien re-release figures that are in Smith's? Yes, they are. They're a bargain price. The Predators, they look okay, to be fair. And I didn't realize Predators now become a kid's toy. They're selling them to kids. It's got from age 6+ on the box.
It's like when I remember when we were younger and like Terminator 2 was really taking off, and you could go into Woolworths and buy kid toys on Terminator, which is an 18-rated film at the time.
Yeah.
You buy kids toys on it.
Yeah, they are actually good figures, Shepard. I do agree with you. And I have to bite. Sorry, Steve's added you in, and I just took you out. I have to stop myself from buying them. They're only a tenner at the moment for the actual and they look like Predators as well. You can get them where the sort of mid-phase and stuff like that. The Aliens aren't particularly too good, but the Predator ones are definitely worth picking up.
Yeah, tell you what, you've got 2 fine pieces of eye candy on the channel now.
You're right, Chloe, now.
It's not me.
Little Steve.
How you feeling, Sherry? You okay?
I'm good. My nap definitely went on too long. Like, it was supposed to be 30 minutes to an hour, and I think it was more like 2.
And then you woke up into the nightmare that is movie chats.
Oh, yeah. You
She
know.
was basically nudged. Yeah, get it watching this.
My mum sent me messages to remind me, and I'm like, I know. I'd set an alarm, but I slept through it.
Did your mum tell you what I found last week in one of the charity shops?
No.
Let's show you.
Carl, are you kidding me? How much was he?
£3. I got Skellington as well and Dobby.
I asked if I could buy adipose of it. I've got an adipose.
Have you got an adipose, have you? Because I've never heard of it. It's just I weren't leaving it behind, and then I got home and realised it was relatively expensive for a second-hand one, to be fair.
Mine glows in the dark, but I threw boxes away.
But yeah, as soon as I saw the Carlos, I'm having that. I love that.
Yeah, he's not cheap.
Is he not?
No. I've been looking. He's very cheap, brother. He's very cheap. Steve wants to sell him.
Yeah, whatever.
I hate shipping Funko Pops because the box is always crushed.
You have to wrap them well.
I became a reseller last week. I was selling some of my collection, and I made the mistake of crossing my 2 tracking numbers over to the wrong people. And today, and one person was like, "It says my item's been delivered and it hasn't. Where is it?" And the other one was like, "It's not arrived yet." And I was like,
"Oh no way, really?"
Yeah. Lana fixed it for me. She worked out what I did. It was just me. She said, "There's a tracking number," so I just put them on, and it was just I didn't realise they were crossed over. That's why she's been delivered. Yeah, no, one got delivered. Yeah, one's been delivered. The other one's in the sorting office getting delivered tomorrow. But yeah, that's why she's the reseller and I'm the collector.
It's not as easy as it looks, this reselling, is it? You've got to be on top of everything.
Yeah, you've got to sell stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, I can't do that. I've sold 2 DVDs today. That's it.
I'm going to say, Joey's just seen some. I've just seen some.
Oh, wow. Pop Gizmo.
She got this from Smith's.
Yeah.
And it was one of the only ones on the shelf that was unopened. Somebody's going through and opening them all and seeing if there's chases in them.
Oh, okay.
I went to a different shop. And she went to a different shop. And then it turns out this is really not easy to open.
Yeah, the anticipation's killing me.
Oh, wow. So there's only...
Just be careful you don't get that one wet.
Or feed them after midnight.
Especially with the 3D glasses on.
So is that like a special edition then? No, well that's cool.
Go.
So what's the chase?
The chase is a special one. So basically, the regular ones they come without the glasses, and then the special one has glasses on, and it's different for every single one. I got a Carl and a Russell, and I really wanted the young Carl, which is a Chase. Didn't get it though. But I really sought after. Someone's trying to sell one of those. How much on eBay? 60 quid. And you buy those for 15.
Yeah, because I was looking at them and they had a Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers. That are cash converters. Yeah, cash converters in Warrington. They have a lot of them. The Funko Pop, the actual cans.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to go.
They had the Steamboat Willie, and I didn't know if he was worth anything, but I wasn't paying the money for him.
Yeah, it's hard to know which ones are going to be worth stuff.
Mm.
I collect Loungefly bags as well, and I bought a bag last year, maybe 2 years ago, and then suddenly somebody posted it, and it's 130 quid, and I was like, "What?" I got mine for 25.
Wow.
There's a shop in Liverpool, Forbidden Planet, and they do.
Yeah.
Forbidden Planet.
Yeah. Manchester too.
Yeah, I've been to one in Manchester.
I think it was Worlds Apart. No, it was Forbidden Planet. They had loads of them out there, and I was in the tattoo shop the other day getting my sleeve finished or worked on. And one of the girls came in and she had a Deadpool one. And
I've got a Deadpool one.
I was talking to my artist when he was doing me sleeve, and I was like, that's like an £80 bag, and he went, really? She went, you want to check? It's more £120 bag because it's gone up in value since she bought it. And it was like, right.
Some of them do. We got a couple though, and they've fallen down in price, but some of them do skyrocket. I've got the Deadpool
This
one.
is exactly why people should visit my merch store and buy a Money Mental UK bag, because that can only ever increase in value.
Is that the bags that are sponsored by Lidl?
Well, I could supply Lidl, IKEA, Aldi.
Do you like a good IKEA bag?
I'll give you a bag for life from Tesco's.
We
Not
went
quite
to
the same as an IKEA one.
We went to IKEA on Saturday and spent 75p on a plastic plant. That was the only thing we bought.
What, from IKEA?
Yeah, 75p for a plastic plant. That was the only thing that we bought.
What did you really go for? The
That's
food?
impressive.
We went for the hot dogs, to be honest. The hot dogs and meatballs is the only thing I go for.
Did it take you an hour to find out how to get to the restaurant?
Well, you can cheat.
You have to follow it all the way around the store.
Now. You can cheat. You can cut through now. As you go through the main door, there's a door to your left, and it brings you out near the exit. But no, we did have a good wander around. I sent Steve a picture of my display cabinet, so on, for 70 quid. Oh, and in there, they had a Xenomorph and a Master Chief. Did you see that? Next to each other. And it's like, I'm not the only one that thinks that Halo and the Alien go together.
Wow.
You probably are. They probably had some shop assistant who's never played Halo and never seen the Alien film. Think, oh, they look like they're the same. I'll put them on.
Have you watched anything good this week, Cherry?
I watched The Anatomy of a Scandal.
Oh yeah,
I've been in that for like 2 days. That was pretty good. And I started watching the confession tapes of John Gacy.
That's the Badger. What did you make of him so far? I mean, like I said, I got about 40 minutes into the first one.
To do with anything.
I struggle with some of the confession tapes ones because I feel like they're a bit convoluted. Like
It's three episodes, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's quite interesting. He's definitely one of a kind.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see. I like the serial killer documentary thing, so.
Yeah, fair enough. What about yourself, Andrew? You watched anything good?
I watched the second series of Pacific Rim the Black.
The second series, is that out now, is it?
Yeah, that's out. And it turns out it's the final series, which is like, brilliant. Thanks for that.
Just when you started enjoying it.
I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was a completely different take on the films. But yeah, I'll have to watch the second one.
I'll tell you what I figured out had come out. I knew it was coming out, but I didn't know when. And I noticed last night it's out. It's Russian Dolls. Russian Doll?
I'll
Is
be
it Russian
watching
Doll or
it.
Doll?
I'll be watching it, but I'm not that into it really.
I really enjoyed the first series. It was a bit like Groundhog Day, and the more it went on, the more she annoyed she was getting. But yeah, the second season's out now, so I'm gonna watch that.
I don't know if I can watch it because I have nightmares like where things replay, and it's just exactly like the nightmares. Like no,
That just sounds like watching Drinking with Andrew, though.
Yeah, exactly the same. Week in, week out. Andrew ordered the takeaway.
Takeaway
he
turns
eats an onion every now and then, though.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't eat an onion. Don't get dragged in by that, Cherry, you know, because when you go around to his house, you see the onion all over the kitchen side where he's pretended to hack it to pieces.
There's no pretense involved.
Yeah, your knife skills scare me quite a lot. I can't lie.
He scared everybody that night.
It's okay, I'm used to scaring people.
St. John's ambulance were outside just in case. Are you showing your books off or what?
No, Sugar was saying the bookcase looks really familiar. We've got a lot more.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, what he's saying is that the bookcase looks familiar and Andrew's not sat in front of his one as Cherry in Andrew's house. That's what he's saying.
Why do you think she's been asleep? Shabba have worn her out. My scintillating conversation.
Oh my god.
Before you all jump to some wrong.
My mum also
took
came
it to
over.
TK Maxx, did you?
Yeah, you got Cherry and a mum there, have you, Andrew?
Well, Kathy wanted to join in the conversation.
That's the end of
Horrible.
there's no
What?
Yeah, apparently so.
What, so they're not ending it now, they're carrying it on?
There's like another couple of episodes after it.
Oh, they're doing that while they're releasing it like 6 months later, there's another 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with it now. Like,
I've given up on Walking Dead years ago.
Since series 9, it went really, really slow. And then I don't think it recovered.
I started struggling at season, I think, 6. Whenever Glenn died, it was the season after that, I was just like, I'm not.
So,
I'm not
Can
doing
you need to give these spoiler warnings before you announce this stuff?
It's been out a very long time. If you've missed the fact that Glenn died, I don't know where you've been.
The two series with the Whisperers did my head in.
So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we have a spoiler alert that is now stretched from Steve to Cherry. So anybody on that side of the camera, please, if you don't want to hear it, turn away now.
Or 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't rewatch it in case you hear it again. If you missed it the first time.
Is that what we need to do, Steve, going forward when we are free for all on, or do we just need that?
No, as soon as you're on the screen, I think that's probably the best thing to do.
I haven't spoiled anything for a long while.
To be fair, he was good with Spider-Man.
Oh, Kathy, look at that. Hey, to be fair, she spoils most things. That's terrible. Look at her. She's going to cry now, Kathy.
You spoiled her as a kid. She just grew up spoiled, so that's all she knows.
No, I used to find my presents.
Sorry, Dave. If anything's been spoiled, it's that side. That side. What would it that way?
What's he doing now in the comments? No, I don't know that Rick has left the show. Stop that.
He's come back, hasn't he?
I'm sorry, Andrew.
All right, he's British.
Yeah.
The front door.
Did you know before he was a policeman, he was a stalker in London?
I tell you what, he was the best bit of Love Actually. He was.
Steve wouldn't know. He still hasn't watched it.
You would think that.
So,
That Keira Knightley, I'd have been exactly the same as him.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, think about it, right? If you're any red-blooded bloke and you've got Keira Knightley in your life, I mean, you're just gonna, aren't you? You know, you're not gonna be able to help yourself.
Yeah, but she's marrying your best mate.
Oh, I don't get my best mate. He's got no chance with Keira anyway, so it's not realistic. But if that happened, I'd be like, I'm sorry, but you know, we got to have an agreement here.
Didn't his best mate end up being some sort of supervillain in one of the Bond films?
Exactly.
Should have been better off. He ended up being a stalker that turned zombie killer, and one ended up being a bloody super spy.
Should be better off with the stalker. I mean, he's called Andrew straight away. We know that's a good name.
So is Andrew a stalker name? Is that what you said?
My uncle's called Andrew.
Is he a stalker? Are we getting
careful? We don't lose any subs.
No, but he's got a good name, and his surname is Lincoln. I'm from the county of Lincolnshire. You know, clearly, Rick Grimes is just the movie equivalent of me.
So my cat's going nuts. There's a bee or something tormenting her at the window, and she can't get it.
It's because she agrees with me that the name Andrew is the best name ever.
You've completely thrown me off what I was going to say now. That's shocking.
Andrew Lincoln, greatest actor since Bruce Willis.
I see. I would have said Ryan Reynolds myself.
We don't talk about that.
Greatest football owner ever, Ryan Reynolds.
Absolutely not. No.
What he's done with that club, amazing.
No, they're not even top of the league.
Hello.
Not even top of the league. Get rid of him.
Oh, we got Steve? Have we got Blues Brothers on the wheel?
No. Do you want Blues Brothers on the wheel?
Yeah, we'll put it on there.
No, we want the 2008 release of To Kill a Mockingbird. It's got to be the very specific DVD release in brand new condition.
The 2008 edition.
Funny enough, someone sent me a message before saying Mockingbird and something else on the wheel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool.
2008 To Kill a Mockingbird and Commando for the wheel. No.
Right. What she meant there was London Has Fallen, Gerard Butler, new and sealed Region 2 DVD, £2.49. That was the other one she wanted to add on.
Here's another one I picked. In fact, I picked up a couple more from the car boot the other day, Steve, which I forgot about. I got a Chris Hayden. I got a Chris Hayden Oh No. So I picked up Prince of Persia, then realised the disc is missing. But at least I've got another case for cheap shits and giggles. I do have the second series of this because I got it cheap, but I picked it up called Dr. Foster. Looks all right.
We like the first season of Dr. Foster.
Well, that's the first season, so I'm going to give it a go. I wasn't sure if this was going to hold up, but the Beverly Hillbillies.
Mm-hmm.
The Angelina Jolie collection.
Yes. Now, finally, you've got my attention.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Put that picture up on screen again. We don't need anything else.
Beyond Borders, Hackers, and Life or something like it.
Let me just see cover of that for them. Yeah, just me. That's it. Hold it. No.
No.
Shaking my head.
Yeah, we don't need to see bloody Free Willy's cock on the screen.
Well, there you go.
The 4 movies. I didn't even know it reached 4 movies.
Yeah, but the Free Willy 2, The Adventure Home, Free Willy 3, The Rescue. He's got to get rescued again by the sounds of it. Free Willy 3, Escape from Pirates Cove.
So we got stuck again. He's not very good at this, is he? Is he like
no, he's
like Wentworth Miller in Prison Break? He just likes
he's just a magnet for trouble, wasn't he? But I'm guessing it's that good because it's brand new and sealed.
Ooh.
Oh, listen though, we've got the disc.
Well,
Right,
if we're doing pickups,
we're not talking about the woman you've just ordered now, Andrew.
The blow up one.
does anyone want to buy a Steelbook edition? Is it a Steelbook actually?
Yes, it's a Steelbook, Andrew.
Limited edition of which they've made millions.
Sorry, can I just double check something there? Were you waving that around asking is it a Steelbook and it's written on the front of it limited edition Steelbook?
It is very difficult to read it backwards.
Go on, Andrew. What do you want for that?
So who wants to buy this for a bargain price? £4 shipped.
£4?
Bargain.
See if what World of Books are doing it for.
No, fuck that. This is new and sealed. World of Books don't do new and sealed.
Go on. I'll have it off you for £4.
Bargain.
Well, you can save it. You can bring it up
there is something to mention though.
No, I'm fine with that. I can use.
You can bring it up to him on the 7th of May and save the.
Yeah, just bring it up and I'll give you money for it.
Excellent. £2, job done.
£2 is probably going to be more than £4, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm full for that one.
£1.99 in Wetherspoons for a pint.
So, ladies and gents, don't forget there is a meetup happening on the 7th of May in Liverpool. It'll be nice to see some of you there. Little Steve's coming up, and he's gonna stay here, aren't you, mate?
Yes, mate.
He's on the sofa.
Are you definitely staying as well? Are you now, Andrew?
Yeah, I can't get a hotel, so
sound. No worries. That's fine.
I'm coming off the back of a 2-day bender in Swansea, though, so Christ knows what state I'll be.
He won't make it.
So if you're heading up to the northwest on the 7th of May, come to Liverpool, come and say hello. Come and have a few beers. You know.
Oh yeah, Kathy. Yeah, I was watching. Was it Andrew last week doing a live going on about how he couldn't find an hotel?
Yeah, they got
anyway.
But they're just like £300. It was ridiculous.
So my eldest was invited to go and do the National League competitions down in Cardiff, trampolining.
Yeah.
And we were looking for hotel rooms, £600 a night.
Yes, it was, Kathy. You're right, yeah. £600 a night?
£600 a night for hotel rooms that weekend. The reason for it is because Ed Sheeran's playing in Cardiff that weekend.
Bloody hell.
This is exactly why Ed Sheeran needs to be assassinated.
So, yeah, needless to say, we will not be going to Cardiff that weekend. She can go to another competition to compete. So, I love you, Jesse. I love you, Jesse. I just don't love your £600 a hotel room. Plus, we travel to Cardiff.
Kathy's spreading rumours.
Kathy said
Jerry was a trampolinist. She's shy about it.
Did you used to train with Anne and Dawn down in Padgate?
Yeah. A long time ago.
Now who's a stalker?
Kathy was mentioning it on Chris's channel the other week.
Yeah, I went with my old coach to Padgate. I don't think I was there that long, though. I don't remember. I just remember one time we were driving there and we ran out of fuel. And we had to run to the petrol station. We went back and there was literally a petrol station like 2 minutes away from where we'd pulled off. In the other direction. Just, in the other direction.
Wow.
You know, it was before like mobile phone, like smartphones.
Yeah.
So did you used to compete up in Wigan and Robbins Park and all that? Or were you before that?
I don't remember. You went to Hull. I went to Hull.
The Nationals were at Hull. Right. Oh, well, there you go. There's a claim.
I think we went to Wigan.
Yeah, I think Wigan was school. Did you?
I went with school, yeah.
Have you been to the trampoline park in Widnes? Because I went to the trampoline park in Widnes for somebody's birthday the other year. Jesus fucking Christ, and then he died.
I don't think I'd be able to get on a trampoline now. Like,
Yeah,
I like how Steve just gets on and he's like, "Oh yeah, just do a few flips." I could never do it
Like
like
he
a back
wasn't showing
somersault.
off at all.
I wasn't. That was just me playing with the kids.
Yeah.
The
To be fair,
Andrew,
if I could do it, I'd be doing it as well. So
yeah, I'll have to take you up to Birkenhead, Andrew. We'll get you on the proper trampolines up there.
I'm not going on no trampolines ever again after the last time.
traumatized.
There was kids bloody head bombing me, diving into me and everything. Oh. I'm just trying to, and I'm there, and I got shouted at for taking me drink onto it. I mean, I thought, surely you can have a can while you're doing your trampolining. They weren't very impressed with that and threatened to ban us all. Having me just spent a fortune on somebody's birthday to go there, so that didn't make me very popular.
No. I'm surprised you're popular in the first place, Andrew.
How dare you? How dare you? She's banned from the channel now. Lifetime ban. Don't care if she's got a bloody gizmo chase thing with the 3D glasses. It's not enough.
She's not coming back on now,
Not a
Andrew.
free pass.
No.
It's not mine.
Lana wants to know who is organising meetup. It's reselling Polly. Sam is organising it, I believe. I think she's live on Instagram at the minute, actually. I don't really understand Instagram.
Why is he live?
What?
Why is Chris live on Instagram? Get off Instagram, you prick.
the irony.
I haven't been notified that Car Boot Chris is live. Instagram.
I turned mine off. I don't.
The irony of Chris being live during somebody else's stream.
So rude.
How dare he?
He must be having big sausages and lots of meat inside him.
Bloody hell. We need to reel this back into an actual physical movie chats at some point.
Right. Okay. Who's what sausage party?
I've been to a
There was
few.
a question on something the other day, though.
Well, was it your pub quiz?
No, it was on telly.
Mm.
Was it on like Pointless or something?
Mm.
I think it was on.
Cherry,
Yeah.
I think your dad's saying your tea's ready.
He is. He's coming in now. He doesn't pay attention that I'm actually on a live.
They're telling you busy. Telling you're on a live guard.
What have you got for you? Just eat it while you're live. That's what I do.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Kathy, the Weatherspoons on Liverpool are...
Eat my shorts.
The access and the Weatherspoons in Liverpool, they're all brilliant. They're all disabled access and stuff like that. So there shouldn't be any
Weatherspoons
issues.
tend to be pretty good.
Yeah, there shouldn't be
The
any
only
issues.
problem is we're going to the Head of Steam, and they've moved it. It's not where it used to be when I lived in Liverpool, so I don't know what it's like in this new.
You've
Head
been
of Steam.
everywhere, haven't you? You've literally lived everywhere.
Well, what can I say? I'm a journeyman. You know,
It'll be fine, Kathy. It'll be fine. If not, we could always piggyback you up the stairs. We'll get you in. Don't worry.
Jump on me. I'll lift you. I'll lift you up.
And trust him not to drop you.
So, what's your guys' views on what's happening with Netflix then? If you were the managing director of Netflix, where would you take your product?
Well, they have better content. The content's been shit this year.
Better content. Other than Bridgerton, they rely too much onto like the big ones. So they're relying on stuff like Bridgerton and the Anatomy of a Scandal.
Yeah.
But like actually, I think if they put the prices down a bit, people are more likely to pay for their own. I pay for mine as well as a few other people's, but I don't know how you're supposed to police like somebody using your account because I've been in Tennessee. Like, how do you stop me using my own account in Tennessee?
No, that's true.
Just to clarify, Chris was not live. I apologise for calling him a prick.
He was not live.
He wasn't live. No, Lana's just checked and he wasn't live. Andrew spreading vicious rumours.
No, I said, I got to do with it. I said reselling Polly was live.
Oh my god! I believe you.
That turned into Chris Hayden's live. There's nothing to do with
You
it.
were spreading vicious rumours, Mr.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know how to work Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Bloody Luddite.
So, yeah, the content for Netflix has not been over drawing me in. It's not been, There's nothing that I'm rushing to go and see.
No.
No.
They had they've done Adam. That was a good film, although
Yeah.
we won't mention the leading man in it because he's a prick. But apart from his involvement
Mark
in
Ruffalo.
that, he was good in it. Yeah, we like Mark. He's all right. So it's that other one, Brian. We don't like.
Brian Brennell.
Yeah, Brian Bennells is obviously not welcome in the town of Wrexham, as we know, for obvious reasons. So they had the original before COVID. They had their original content policy. You know, it was new original content every week, and obviously that's gone now. You know, in part because of the pandemic. Obviously, not as easy to film stuff anymore. That's fine, but give me something.
But the shows like Winx, they're not bringing Winx back. They're not bringing October Action back. The series that they had out, the Lock and Key's not getting another series. So they're leaving Lock and Key where you've left it at the end of this one. So it's not a complete story.
Yeah.
You know,
At least if they completed it, you'd be a bit more forgiving.
And that's the other thing. They always had a policy that we will finish the story. That's that gone now. That's just disappeared.
what was the other one? The Order. The Order's another one like that where
Have they cancelled that as well?
yeah. Now I'm a bit worried about the Witcher. I'm a bit worried about the Witcher because the Witcher's costing them nearly $700,000 an episode at the moment.
Wow.
So I'm like, if that's putting all the money into that, we're only going to get another season of that.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what happened with Terra Nova. Terra Nova was running close to £1 million an episode, and they can't afford it, and they left it the end of season 1 right on the cliffhanger, and no one knows what happened with that.
Wow.
Look, Sense8 was cut too short, but they made an ending for the fans. And the other one, I had another one in my head. It's gone.
It's like the Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe. That Atlantis, they rushed the ending of Atlantis because they knew that Universe was going over budget, and then Universe, he just went, right, we're now going on a 20-year journey through space, and no one knows what's happened to them after that. But Stargate AI, which is meant to be the next one, is meant to tell us what's happened to the but we're not sure if they are going to tell us that or not. And that.
It's like the Monumental UK movie. That never happened due to budget reasons, being unable to find a love interest that was willing to be a love interest, and lack of a plot, script, and various other key features.
Well,
So,
no, I thought I heard Ryan Reynolds was up for it.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for him to take me to Bala, and that's not happened.
So here you go, Cherry. If Ryan Reynolds was playing Andrew Nolan in a film, would you sign up to be the love interest?
If it was Ryan Reynolds, obviously.
What about if it was Andrew Nolan?
It could be Andrew Lincoln.
Still.
I think surely to God, I am enough of a draw. I mean, look at these good looks here. I mean, I'm wearing the special glasses. These are 3D glasses with limited edition.
Are they the reflective ones so we can see Google?
Every time I look at it, it's Google, apparently.
I don't know.
That's brilliant.
Right, ladies and gents, it's 10 to 9. We are at that time of the evening now where I think we should call it a day before we get someone into trouble. Our homework movie for this week is Top Gun. The year for review is 1983. So we've got 2 good, solid bases for next week's show. You can find us on Facebook via the Movie Chats and Facebook the Movie Chats and Film Geeks page, and we're also on Instagram at Movie Chats 2021. Thank you for joining us, and like I say, thank you for the support. We are now at 206 subscribers. So we went up 10 subscribers since last week, which is great progress for a little channel like ours. So,
hey, Tam and Bell. Sorry, we're on.
So please keep referring your friends. When we get to 500, we'll do a giveaway. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
That might give away my virginity on my next show.
Cherry, stay on afterwards. You can stay on, you know.
I will. I'll be eating my tea at the same time, but I will.
All right, okay. Because she disappeared last time. I was like, I don't know if she knows we
No, my phone died.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. So just for any future guests. Oh, we have got a future guest next week. We've got Razor's Edge movies that Nate's coming on next week. So he's been posting in quite a few of the groups, and we got talking this week after Lisa was on last week. So we have got a special guest next week. And he's a Blu-ray, he's a Steelbook Blu-ray collector, Steve. You'll be glad to know. And he was showing off his Steelbook. He was showing off his Steelbook bronze.
Yeah, but if he offers me higher.
Yeah. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you.
Take care, guys. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.